So all the honey in here comes from our beehives. We're very proud of the fact that we are the largest producer of Manuka honey in the world, and we have over 21,000 beehives and about 1.5 billion bees. And given the fact that one bee makes only a few grams of honey from the nectar that she carries, you can imagine how many bees you need to make one of these. And that's why they're so special to us.
I think in today's modern world, we've almost run the big risk of forgetting what drives this planet. And I think that's a real loss because people don't realize that this world functions because of nature. And if you lose that connection, then you can tend to lose concern. And if you lose concern, then we lose the planet.
Worked pretty hard to get there, but we've got there. Quiet, King. Quiet, King. Rimanui, yeah, it's a pretty cool place actually. We're 39 k's up the longest no exit road in New Zealand. Every day there's always something to do. You're working with livestock, you know, you have to look after them. So yeah, there's never a dull moment. Yum. It's warm and it's humid and it's beautiful. It can be at times pretty hard, but for me, there's no place I'd rather be.
As far as nature's concerned here, we have it all, and whether it becomes the opossum, whether it becomes the deer or the wild pig or the bees, and with the balance of native bush and the Manuka scrub or Manuka plant itself, it's actually a wonderful place for nature to be.
Well, the Manuka tree symbolises new growth, I guess. It's the first plant that comes through saying, you know, we're back to new life.
That's going to turn into a flower, these buds. When you come from, say, a cultivated piece of land or even a slip in a flooding event, Manuka will come in, it seeds itself, it beds itself in, and then it's that first stage of regeneration that you get in the reforestation process. We've got a tree up and behind yourselves up here now that could be up to 50 years of age. Manuka has always been very, very significant with the Maori. And then also we ended up with, you know, the colonials using it as a tea. And not only did they find that as being, you know, a good drink to actually have, but it was also quite therapeutic in its own right. And then now, you know, we've realised how good the actual Manuka honey is that comes from the bees feeding off the flowers.
So yeah, just under 400,000 plants we put in the ground. I was always fascinated with bees ever since I was a young boy. I think a beehive is just an absolutely fascinating part of nature. You know, we as human beings can learn so much from bees. They're so well organised. They're such healthy creatures. They know what their hive needs to be healthy. They've always managed to overcome obstacles and challenges in the environment. The bees have intrinsically always known that they need to keep their hive nice and warm. They need to regulate the temperature within the hive, especially within the winter time. They will know if it's pollen deficient, they need to go out and find pollen. And during the honey season, they know their job is to go out and collect the nectar.
The honeybees obviously knew something that we didn't know. They realised that the nectar in that little flower was something special.
200 years ago, almost serendipitously, the Manuka tree met the European honeybee. And the combination of the honeybee with the Manuka tree formed what we call nature's greatest love story. In a beehive, you have three critical elements. The honey, or the life nectar, which keep the bees healthy. You have the propolis, which is a natural cloak of immunity, which not only protect the bees when they fly, but they use it to seal up the hive. And then there's the royal jelly, which is exclusively fed to the queen. And what we've done, as we've discovered over the last 20 years, how these mysterious elixirs work, is combine them through honey and through ingestibles and through skincare, so that humans can benefit from the same phenomenal system that keep the bees and the beehives so healthy.
Back in 2000, or the early 2000s, Mānuka Health undertook some studies to understand what was actually the chemical compounds in the Manuka honey. And in 2006, they really started to understand and proved what is now methylglyoxal, which is MGO, and how that correlates to the medicinal purposes of Manuka honey. So I suppose it's something really special and exciting for us, because we feel like we were pioneers of that.
We're already in 42 countries around the world, and so we're bringing them into part of our ecosystem by sharing the gifts of nature to all these consumers in the world through our amazing team who care deeply about the environment. We can help people be healthier, help them have more vitality, and help them learn that the more they look after the planet, the more the planet will look after us.
I think people are starting to lose that connection with it and that love and the passion for it. And if we don't look after nature, there's nothing left for anybody.
Scotty and Jelaine, you know, they're tireless workers. They're always interested. They want to understand. They want to know more. And we're just so fortunate that we got to be part of this journey with them, that they chose us. We've ended up in conjunction with Scott and Jelaine planting over 300 hectares here at Rimanui Station, and what a couple to do it with. You know, we all took part in planting some of these hills, and in Manuka, we put just under 500,000 trees in here. So yeah, incredibly proud of that relationship with them, and proud to call them not only our partners but our friends.
At Manuka Health, we became fascinated by how the bee navigates the world. And we thought it important and special for the world to understand, how do the bees know where the nectar is? How do they know which flower to go through? And the great discovery made by an incredible photographer was that the bees all see in UV. So they see everything in hues of blue. And that's what radiates these intricate bits of nectar which they find on the flower. So we gave ourselves a mission to reshoot and recapture the whole world of our beehive system through the eyes of our bees. because we think it's important that consumers understand the whole system. Because when consumers understand and remember how nature keeps this world moving and how we depend on nature, perhaps, just perhaps, apart from buying some of our products, they'll think twice about next time when they're in nature, and they'll look after it a bit better. And if that would be one of the benefits of what our brand is doing, then that would be one of our legacies, and that's important to us.